Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Divinity walkthrough. We are back in Cecile. The last video there we took care of the trap house as well as Diedrich, the Baron of Bones, and his royal cronies. Yeah, and so what am I gonna do? I think this video is still some more stuff like to the east. I haven't fully explored everywhere over there quite yet, so we will head back that way. Obviously, I'm actually just healing up. The walking back through the trap house was a bad idea, and I got pretty messed up. So yeah, I really should have just teleported right back to Cecile without trying to get back through, but I kind of wanted to try to avoid that and maybe avoid some excess walking, but yeah, it didn't work out at all. It didn't work out well. Well, that's a fairly decent belt. Pretty close to what I wanted, but not quite there. I've got 4 really good dual-wielding belts on my characters right now, and what I really wanted was I want 4 belts that have 2 resistances, you know, so like one that's like, you know, they're in the resistances right now on level 20 gears right around 20%. Well, I should say anywhere from, you know, 20 to 26% or something like that. And so I wanted 2 separate ones, so like a poison resistance and tenebrium or something like that. And then I wanted, obviously, dual wielding and then bodybuilding as the 4th stat, because right now the gold belts at the end of the game have 4 different separate stats on them. Unfortunately, that one had, like, I think it was HP as opposed to a resistance. And like I said, I would rather have 20% resistance to something as opposed to an extra 100 health. I mean, 100 health is nice for sure, but yeah, I'm really trying to stick to resistances instead. But all right, so we're back on the east side of town. I think the last time I took the right route over there, and that led to the poison area. And here is the dog I had mentioned a few videos ago. What is this? Oh, this is back to the trap house. And then here's the imp skeleton with the elemental mine experiment. So I don't know what the elemental mine experiment is actually referring to. If it's something in the trap house or if it's something a little bit later here in there's another house that we're going to be breaking into. Colored the mines according to the element to which they are immune. All seems to be going quite swimmingly. Even more promising are the mines I've enchanted to be indestructible to all elements except the color indicated. Just on the watch thinks it has me something. Missed the end of that. But yeah, so and again, I think I mentioned this, actually, that may have been the last video there, but that diary brings up the watch, and we will be finding out more about the watch much later on.
You smell like a hero. The hero I've been waiting for. A hero. Now I've got a bone to pick. Well, I've got no bones to pick, you see? And that's the problem. My friend and I collected a quite big pile of edibles from these shambling undead. A smorgasbord on feet, I say. But a band of wild wolves chases off of it. If you follow me, I'll lead you straight to them. I bet a hero like you could shake him off in a matter of minutes. I'll lead the way, hero.
Okay, so this is Fargo. I would say it's actually a better idea to follow him. I kind of went off and did my own thing, but Fargo will be your ally, I believe, in this battle here. And I don't remember if he's like awesome or not, but he's another target, I guess. And then I think after the battle he just runs off. So if you want to, you can probably be super sneaky and you know, kill him too. before the battle is over, because again, I think once the battle actually ends, though, he'll take off on you. So, I don't remember what level he is, but and as far as I know, he's not in, or you'll never see him again for the rest of the game. Fargo, that is the dog that we spoke with. So again, if you want to try to squeeze out a little bit more experience, wow, tongue twister there. You can, like I said, especially, well, you'll need to kill him before the battle is over, I suspect. And I would say probably the most optimal time would be, if there's only one of these wolves left, and the battle is nearly over, then you can, get your licks in on Fargo. Oh, I did that. Yep. I know humor's pretty bad, but okay. So that's that, and there you have Fargo run off into this bush and just completely disappears. So there you have it. All right, so a lot of animal hides here. Animal hides can be combined with any knife to make leather scraps, and then leather scraps can be crafted into leather armor. Sorry. And then, I don't know, I like to sell that stuff, so normally, again, if I wasn't filthy rich, I would do that, but I'm really kind of comfortable with where I'm at, and thus not bothering. But, okay. Herbs. Stardust herbs again. That's another one of those things I actually really like to. Oh, nice waypoint. I like to craft with. Smash them up in a mortar and a pestle. Same with the bone powder, and then combine the bone powder and stardust powder to make pixie dust. Towards the beginning of the game, pixie dust is actually somewhat expensive. It's all kind of relative, but it's expensive towards the beginning of the game, and then towards the end of the game, it's actually super cheap to just buy it straight up. But, at the beginning, it's cheaper to just buy the components and then make pixie dust. And then again, like I said, so towards the end of the game, it gets a little bit more profitable, and you don't have to necessarily worry about it. So like you'll find pixie dust oftentimes on vendors, the crafting item vendors, or I should say maybe the vendors that sell crafting items. So unfortunately, though, at the beginning of the game, it's a little spendy, so I generally like to avoid buying it until much later on in the game, and then at which point then it just becomes super common, which is good, because I like to actually make a lot of witchcraft spell scrolls, so very, very nice, as well as actually there's a lot of crafting items that you can make using pixie dust. For instance, magic. What is it here? Combine a magic pixie dust. Wow, jeez, words are hard. Combine pixie dust with like a rabbit's foot or a lucky rabbit's foot, and that will make a magical rabbit's foot, which you then combine with thread, and that will make like a necklace. And that you can do that with a lot of different stuff. If you combine thread with a lot of the so like a magical, what are they? Like a magical tusk, and the thread makes another necklace. Oh, owie. Here in this battle, if you notice, there's these poisonous mushrooms. And I was standing too close to one, so when that skeleton threw his little firebomb thing, it blew up, and I ended up getting poisoned, I think, and now I'm burning, and people are dying. Okay, people are dying. Let's not be overly dramatic, shall we? But yeah, so let's. And here I stepped into the fiery death here. Didn't care. Expected to end the battle and then we'll just use a rain spell here to put everyone out. There we go. Let's get all healed back up.
Into the fray once more.
I don't know what actually happens when you use the mushrooms. I'm not sure. It might like just blow up on you. Huh, okay. I think this is... Yeah, this just leads back to where we came from. What is that at? There's a ooze barrel up there, which seems weird. Oh, or is that an ooze barrel? Yeah, I think that is. It's either ooze or water, I can't really tell. Okay, so, this is... I guess we'll wait until I actually go inside here.
Careful now.
Okay,
That's a trap.
door to Morticians' hut. Okay, so we're gonna come on to, or stumble onto some pretty huge revelations here. Oh, we got an element. Ah, okay, so there's an elemental mine. So again, now I picked up that Imp's, whatever, that diary, and he mentions the elemental mines, and so I'm not sure exactly what I did here, or like if I just wasn't, or if I didn't have the right elemental or element to disarm this thing or to make it blow up or whatever, but I just figured, let's just disarm it. So, and then, oh, we got a, okay. So it looks like there's that pressure plate here right at the entrance of the door that electrifies the ground. And I forgot that my characters are immune to stun right now, so I could have just walked into that, I think, and not had any issue. But here what I did, actually, I just kind of snuck around to the side of it
this shack would be
and kind of got around it, so no big deal.
It seems to be recently used.
Okay, so the main character says something like, we thought the shack would be abandoned, but it looks like it's been used recently. And then, I don't know if there's some weird... I don't know what that lever does, I'll be honest. I have no idea. Summon Undead Warrior skill book. Okay. I've already got the Undead Decapitator books, so I don't... or that's not going to be useful, but... Alright, we've got a couple of letters here, as well as a Thelerian's diary, which obviously is the guy in town. Evelyn's... or he's in... what is it? It's Thelerian's House of Healing. And that's kind of where Evelyn was hanging out at the beginning of the game. And then here's his secret chest. And I'm going to steal this. I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, it's a lock level 3, so that's easy enough. I'm not sure where his excuse me, where his key is at. I have no idea. But I'm just going to pick the lock. Whoops. Thunk. Ow. Alright, and then there's another pressure plate there. I have no idea what that does. So the chest was actually on it, and then I moved the chest. Oh my. And then there's a, looks like there's a, some sort of trap that I'm standing on here that makes, what is that, electricity from the, or like a lightning bolt shoot down from the ceiling? Again, not sure what that lever does. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna throw the treasure chest back down on the ground. So I grabbed it or picked it up just so that I could bring it outside and drop it here so that I didn't need to bring Ambrosia inside. It probably didn't matter. Oh, what? Oh, man. Her lockpick skill might not be at 3 right now. It might only be at 2. Not really sure why that would be. I thought it was at 3. Let me just check here. I think I've got her with me, yeah. Ambrosia, character, abilities, nasty deeds, lockpicking is at 3. So I'm not sure what happened there, or why I wasn't able to pick that lock. That's really weird, though. But anyways, I just broke it open. Alright, and let's check out these letters. Sending you a new apprentice. She's more powerful than you by tenfold, but appearances are appearances, and I don't want to raise a single eyebrow. Do not deviate, Doctor, or you may find yourself in a rather unfortunate situation indeed. Brachus Rex will see the day of light once more. He will serve so that he may serve, she who is greater than us all. Signed, the Conduit. Okay, so Thalarian's got some run-ins with the Conduit. My research continues to weave down. Oh, this is Thalarian's diary. I'm not going to read this whole thing. If you want to, go right ahead. But essentially here, Thalarian reveals that the Conduit either has some leverage over him, or that she knows of a way to, what I assume is bring back his, like someone that he loved or something like that. That was my take on this diary. And it's actually revealed here that Thalarian, hopefully I'm saying his name right, but is the whole reason why the undead scourge has kind of threatened Size Seal. So he's completely responsible for reanimating all these corpses, it seems. Ah, yes, and he actually does reveal how to make bloodstone. So essentially it's just you take a star stone, combine it with blood, and boom, you got a bloodstone. And that can obviously, what does he say there, take or restore or give one life for another, essentially, is kind of how it all breaks down. Perfect example of that was towards the beginning of the game there, right when we met Evelyn for the first time. She's making the choice whether to heal one of the two injured men, and she's got a bloodstone, obviously uses the bloodstone and heals one of them. And here, okay, so Malia, or Malia, something like that, calls out to me. Achieve new heals of healing. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of like the... He's describing the first time he met the Conduit, or Leandra. And, you know, Leandra takes him to a cemetery, and then they revive a corpse, essentially, or reanimate a corpse. Not only with life, but with a soul. Okay. Ah, okay. So that's kind of the... Trying to keep up here. Make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, so that was, I would say, kind of like the leverage that the Conduit has, or maybe leverage probably isn't the right word. She just says that she's got a way to reanimate essentially a corpse with a soul as well. So I assume, or what I suspect is what happened was that Thalarian, you know, knew this Malia person, or Malia, whatever. And she died, and he wants to somehow bring her back with her soul intact. So, and thus agrees to help the Conduit in reviving the Source King, Brachus Rex. So, that seems to be what's going down. We've got to confront him. Yeah, let's go do that. So actually, I went back to town here, and much like Evelyn, Thalarian has taken off to... I have no idea where he went. Or at least we don't know where he went for a while. We'll end up finding him, but... Alright, so that's pretty much it. That's kind of like the east side, or the majority of the east side of town. What is this? Ah, okay. Shreks, blah blah blah. Okay. So this is Conduit of the Goddess. Leandra is not happy with Thalarian for not finding a way to revive Brachus Rex yet. And then this was supposed to be the letter to the conduit. Or however you prefer to call yourself. Enter the ancient church. On the 4 walls you'll find 4 paintings. Lift these and press the buttons beneath. Once inside, your amulet will be sufficient to deactivate the barrier. Enter the door within, and Brachus Rex will await you. For the White Witch's face, have no desire to cross you as she must have. Do not like your sister, I will not disappoint you in this matter. Okay, so a couple of things there that Thalarion kind of describes, and that's the way to get into the church, or the altar underneath the church. Obviously, he says there's 4 buttons on the walls underneath paintings, so seems pretty easy. The tough part is the amulet, so we need to get an amulet, and I forget now if Evelyn had one on her. I thought I remember reading that somewhere, that when you kill Evelyn, she drops an amulet, but I don't remember if she actually did that or not. Maybe I can check my inventory here and see if I've got one. Enlightened. I have an enlightened amulet. I think I got that from another guy, though. I think I got that from Loic.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally
So yeah,
getting
I'm not
Think if
sure.
you've got a favourite sheep.
I'm
Now
not
that
seeing
the
any other
recently
amulets.
throwing that
Oh,
hog
this
in the
isn't the
grinder
right.
can hardly
Oh,
make-
I don't even have my right the right game loaded, though. Okay, so we'll put a pin on that. We may or may not have the amulet we need to get into the basement. Huh. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to. Actually, I can check that out. Here I wanted to see if Cecil maybe knew where Thalarion went, but he doesn't have any other dialogue options, and I don't think Aureus does either. I don't think. We'll see here if I actually checked him or not. I'm pretty sure I wanted to, though. Just to see if anybody knew where he went. Bum, bum, bum. Oops. Load. There we go. Oh, I guess I didn't go to see Aureus. We're just going to continue on. Alright. Because we don't care about what Thalarion is up to. Ah, yes. Alright, so we've got 2 soldiers here that I needed to speak to.
Who are you? Stay back. This haunted yard is terrifying enough without you scaring the marrow out of me. To answer your question, my partner and I were part of an ill-fated cohort of legionnaires sent by Lieutenant Selenia to inspect this church. I suspect the eerie goings-on at that very church for why Livia and I are trapped in our bones instead of prancing about the Hall of Echoes right now. And I do mean trapped. Oh, what I'd give to see my... Oh! What is that? Phew. Thought I had a zombie. As I was saying, oh, what I'd give to see my darling wife, Marissa, once more. My cuddly waddly doodle pop, light of my life, fire of my flesh. Since I'm good as dead, I'd do anything to be able to deliver one final letter to my dear Marissa. If I tried to go back to civilization, though, I'd be zapped, speared, or smashed on sight. It rattles my bones just imagining it. Say, you're alive. Heartbeat, squishy parts and all. Perhaps you could deliver it for me. Just remember this is a private matter between man and wife. No peeking, if you please. You'll run into the entrance if you keep along this road, though I wouldn't recommend it if you value keeping your skin attached to your face. The place is teeming with necromancers and the ghastly creatures they've been resurrecting. Lava, hellfire, a bone shrine, and that's only in the courtyard behind us. I'm afraid our troop never made it past the horror that lurks there.
Tread lightly, will ya? Any sudden movement is liable to give Blossius there a heart attack. Or, you know, a rib attack. Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards. We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands. Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the Molten Devil King presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hellbeast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us little more than bones. But it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters, burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
Alright, so I'm actually out of time after speaking with these soldiers at length. But we'll talk more about them in the next video. So as always, hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Did you hear that?